Thank you very much. By the way, I have no idea what that last video was, but it has nothing to do whatsoever with us. All right, I'm Bobby Gray. I'm the founder, and as I like to say, the fearless leader of Texit Coin. Texit Coin is the future of money in Texas. It's an original layer 1 digital currency that's designed for Texas by Texans. Technologically speaking, Texit Coin's a lot like Litecoin. It's actually started as a Litecoin clone. It uses the script. It started with the script proof of work mining algorithm. But I want you to think about Texit Coin as if it's a crypto time machine. Texit Coin is designed to take us back to the early days of cryptocurrency. Back before the crypto kids got rich, they sold out and they handed over control of the network to the same banks and institutions that we set out to disrupt back in 2008, 2009. We're going back to the early days, back when it was pure and it was all about the mission. People ask me all the time, they're like, what's the utility of Texit Coin? What's it supposed to do? And I say, Texit Coin is picking up back where the Bitcoin guys left off. We're the guys that are focusing on Bitcoin's original mission, digital, decentralized, peer-to-peer currency. The mission that the cryptocurrency community seems to have forgotten. And so I'm here today to share that message with our friends from all over the world that Bitcoin redo is here, and it's called Texit Coin. So I paid $15,000 today to get up on stage and share my story with you, which means that every minute that I'm up here babbling costs about $1,500. It's like a Super Bowl commercial. So let's see if we can make the most of it while we're here. Okay, so this is actually my second time now at the WDMS. About a year ago, my friends and I were hanging out talking in the garage about the future of cryptocurrency, the future of Texit Coin, and what we thought it could become. And we were having these conversations, drinking coffee over the screaming L3s that we had in our garage that are making all this noise and producing all this incredible heat and dropping like flies in the middle of the night. And I said, there's got to be a better way to do this. And I did some research, and of course there is a better way, immersion cooling. And I said, where am I going to go to learn more about this? I found the WDMS conference. I booked myself an SVIP ticket. And I came out here and I got to learn from some of the best and brightest minds in the entire industry about how to run our network more efficiently, more quietly, more cost effectively. I connected with some friends at Bitmain. I connected with our friends at Fog Hashing. Any Fog Hashing people here in the room? My Fog Hashing friends? And I got some of the greatest equipment, brought it out to Texas and started to set it up and install it and create the network that we have today. And it's going very, very well. And, you know, I kind of discovered over time as we're buying all these ASICs from our friends overseas that the cost to import is starting to skyrocket, right? And I find myself once again right in the crosshairs, right in the crossfire of a trade war. And we've got tariffs and we've got import duties. And I say, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. How are we supposed to make friends and build relationships with our partners overseas when we have to pay these crazy costs to get the best equipment in the world? I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that's made all over the world. The greatest technology for ASICs comes from our friends at Bitmain. The greatest hydro cooling solutions come from the other friends we've made here. And the cost to import all this stuff is going through the roof. And I said, my, how far we've come. 250 years ago, when our country got start, our founders warned about foreign entanglements. They advised us to avoid making alliances. They said free trade with all and alliances with none. And man, today they seem to have forgotten at that conference across the street that it's people, it's individuals like you and me that have to pay those crazy tariffs. At the end of the day, we have to pay them out of our own pocket. And that's no way for us to make friends with our allies and our partners on the other side of the world. And I want to talk to you guys here today about Texit Coin, because today, Texit Coin is our second chance. It's our opportunity to learn from all the things that the cryptocurrency industry did right back in the early days when it was all about that mission of establishing an alternative, honest money system so that we could trade with each other, exchange value back and forth, and not have to go through a bank or a government to do that. Today, we weaponize the dollar. We establish these import tariffs and duties to make it more difficult for us to do business with our friends on the other side of the world. And so today I want to share our story of Texacoin with you. I want to encourage you to do your research on it. Check us out at texitcoin.org if you'd like to learn more about our digital currency. We mine a block about every 3 minutes. 254 Texacoin per block is the reward. And if you'd like to learn more about our mining program and help us build out this reliable network that's designed to be big enough and strong enough exclusively in the state of Texas to power our community currencies that are coming as we develop our layer 2 in the near future, then check us out at minetxc.com. But we want to trade with you guys. There's great stuff from all over the world. We want to bring our story of peace and prosperity to you as we connect with our friends throughout the industry and continue to build our network. I decided to come back here this year, share the story, and bring about 70 of my favorite people with you guys. So thank you very much for coming on back out and sharing some time. And hopefully you guys can all learn as much as I did last year. You know, I've got a lot of good ideas, but I don't have all the ideas. And so I'm hoping that you guys can pick up on some of the great things that we're learning here at this conference as well, and take them home with us and find out how we can make the Texacoin network even bigger, even better, and even stronger without becoming as gigantic and inefficient as some of the other guys are out there. But that's all for me. I'm Bobby Gray. I'm the founder of Texacoin. I want to thank you again for having me here at your conference.
Hi, I'm Samantha. I'm Bobby's daughter, and I was also the first miner of Texit Coin. But I want to talk about how Texit Coin saved my life.